Welcome everyone to the L7C podcast Dragon Ball edition. Today we are here for our monthly Dragon Ball episode that we give y'all once a month. We have our Dragon Ball expert with us, Mr. Mitch Oso. How are you doing today, sir?
As always, doing well. How about yourself?
I am doing well, thank you. I am doing well, thank you. So we're going to talk some Dragon Ball, and then we're also bonus going to talk about a certain trailer that came out this week of our recording. So first, let's start off with some Dragon Ball. Mitch, Xenoverse 3 is just continuing their hype train. They've dropped multiple trailers. They're currently the only thing Dragon Ball wise that is getting consistent news. They have that tour that they're going to be going on. I think they have their first stop at DreamCon in Texas. They have their stop in Ohio in like September, where they're having people demo the game and all of that. And it's kind of funny because all these years we were wondering when Xenoverse 3 were coming, and now it's the only Dragon Ball thing getting news, honestly.
Yeah, just Dragon Ball is, slowing down just a little bit for the summer here. I mean, there's a lot that went on at the beginning of the year, and we're waiting just for, the holiday season and, the last little bit of the of 2026 before everything starts ramping up even faster. But yeah, right now just, Xenoverse 3 is, building upon its hype train all the way up until release. And but it's also kind of like, Xenoverse 2's farewell tour because they
Yeah.
released their final DLC
Yep.
um, this month. So it's just going through the motion right now. But yeah, Xenoverse 3 is the only thing that really going on at the moment. But it's kind of what we wanted. We waited years for this thing, thought that we'd get this game finally years ago, but well, better late than never. So,
Right. Yeah, no, still no update when Sparking Zero's next DLC is coming. No, obviously, update on the manga. No concrete update on Dragon Ball Super Beerus. We're still expecting that to come in the fall, like you said, when this summer ends and it picks back up. No updates on the Moro arc. So, yeah, the only thing that's been getting consistent updates almost weekly now is Xenoverse 3, which you again can wishlist right now on all platforms. And 2027 it's coming out next year, and this year assuming it'll be here before you know it.
it'll be here, well, like you said, before we know it.
Right, right. All right. So just going on with that, there's really nothing much really too crazy going on in the Dragon Ball world. Did have some thing that I've been seeing recently, Mitch, and I don't know if you have a favorite artwork from the original Dragon Ball, but a lot of people suddenly on social media have said the picture of when Goku looks sad that he quote unquote killed Frieza with that angry Kamehameha, that Goku sad face, they're saying that's the best drawing Toriyama's ever had.
You mean you mean after Frieza's been blown up before Goku flies off?
Yeah, and he looks sad. They're like the way he was able to convey Goku's sadness and all of that. A lot of people come out the woodwork saying that's their favorite manga piece of Dragon Ball.
Hmm.
And I was just thinking, I was like, do I have a favorite piece? Like, I don't think I have a personal favorite piece.
I don't I don't think either whenever it comes to the manga and whatnot. I'm trying to think of a different, scene from the anime maybe, but not from the manga.
Yeah. So that's for you guys. If you guys have a favorite piece, you let us know because that we've never really thought of that before. So if you guys have a favorite piece, let us know. Let us know. But we'll keep on going on. Again, this one's going to be a very shorter one because again, there's just not that much going on. But we are going to mix some Dragon Ball with this one. Mitch, this past Monday, outside of Dragon Ball, the world was shown the Avengers Doomsday trailer.
Yeah.
Um, just want to get your thoughts on the trailer.
No. About time, about time that we got the trailer right whenever they, ticket sales go up. But I don't know. I think in the past I've put it on record my thoughts on the state of the MCU and that I was heavily invested in the Kang experience.
Yep.
And for that to have been, pulled out from under us, um, has not really ever sat well with me. Um, and and then various other things like Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Doom, um, and bringing back the Russo brothers to seemingly salvage what has been, you know, every post Endgame. And the trailer was all right, but like I am not, how do I want to say this? I'm not necessarily excited. I am excited to see Avengers, and it's going to be a good movie. Um, at minimum, it's going to be a good movie. I am more curious of what's going to happen. Like how are they going to pivot the story so much from what they have been building the last you know almost a decade since Endgame. But I'm more curious than I am actually excited for the film. I am, and I know you're going to mention this, and Byron's going to mention this, and it'll be on your MCU podcast. I am getting tired of Thor being used as a benchmark for every villain. Um, like it's like their benchmark. Like I'm getting tired of Thor either being put down for others to be put up, or just Thor being the reference for everyone else in terms of their strength. I didn't really, truly absorb it too much. Um, but after watching the trailer and Thor being this whiny child of how horrible Doom is, it just threw off my entire vibe of him. But like looking back at everything, I'm sick of I'm sick of Thor being the prop that holds everyone else up. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I mean, multiple times as either like since Infinity, well, no, since Thor Ragnarok, he's either getting his hammer broken or he's getting his ass whooped or he's getting fat or et cetera, et cetera. It's just enough's enough, man. Just because it's a Dragon Ball pod. Could you imagine if they did this with like Goku?
it's it's crazy, man. Like we can try to run through it and you'll probably outline it all. I don't want to take everything from the other podcast, but like you go just I don't even know where to start. Like because I got like 10 things going through my mind. Like I look back on it and it's like, Loki season one. Like when Kid Loki is told that his Nexus event was he killed Thor. Like he's supposed to be this badass, right? And no, he didn't do jack shit the rest of, the series, and nothing ever came about by that. But again, they used Thor to make Kid Loki, hot shit. Um, when in Thunderbolts, when Sentry is talking about how powerful he is and that he is, stronger than a group of Avengers, and at least one of them is a god, so therefore he is stronger than gods. It's like yeah, and then Thor gets fat. He gets his ass beat. In Infinity War, he loses at the beginning of the movie. He loses at the end of the movie, and it's just um yeah, and all yeah. Uh, I need I need them to create something or a character in which can also help prop up the severity of these villains and not just Thor. It's, I don't know. I find it annoying.
Yeah, to kind of relate it to Dragon Ball, it's kind of what, not to the same extent Doors is Words, but it's kind of what we've talked about since post Tournament of Power of like now all these villains are magically on par with like an Ultra Instinct Goku.
No, no, I'll tell you. No, I know how to connect it. It's like Vegeta.
Mm,
It's like Vegeta. Vegeta is always the one who is talking shit, and he's the one who steps up to the plate all the time, and he gets his ass beat all the time.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it's all just to make these villains more powerful, just for Goku to somehow figure it all out or whatever's the curveball. No, it's like that's what it is. Thor is getting the Vegeta treatment.
Damn. Never thought I'd hear those words. Damn.
That's stupid.
And I don't even know what you do because I don't know how many movies Henberg's going to do. Whatever his last one is, he's probably going to die. And like Thor had four movies, and like the end of that trailer is a part everyone's talking about him getting his Stormbreaker blocked. And man, Mitch, the Dragon Ball Power Scalers showed up for the that MCU trailer because they were like, "What the hell?"
Right, right.
But,
I am curious if the whole Thor and Stormbreaker being, blocked by Doctor Doom's fingers is actually a Dragon Ball reference or not. We had mentioned this in a group chat. Again, I think that Kang should have still been the primary villain for this where we are in the MCU. And regardless of how you might interpret or not interpret of whether you think Jonathan Majors should have been given a can or not, it just makes me laugh because like let's say that Doom and Thor um, scene was a reference to Trunks and Goku's iconic scene between two Super Saiyans. Um, it'd be funny that the MCU is honoring Dragon Ball, but they're basically copying the mindset of that by doing what uh, by doing what they did or in Creed 3. And
yep,
that was um you know when uh when they did the Dragon Ball reference whenever Jonathan Majors character
yep.
punches punches um
Michael B.
Creed right in the
Jordan.
gut, and then the sweat comes off of his back, just that gut punch. I'm just like, are we really going to shove this in Jonathan Majors' face even more? Like, oh, we can do Dragon Ball references too on your films. We don't need you. Screw you. Blah blah blah. I'm pulling and stretching for points here, but yeah, yeah. Feige can. Feige is. It's funny how seemingly it's like he's kind of fallen off in his decision making abilities ever since Endgame. Just like your only issue you had, at least in my mind, regarding the multiverse storylines that you were pumping out post Endgame was just Kang should not have lost to Ant-Man.
Yep.
Like that's your only flaw in my mind whenever it came to the multiverse stuff. You might have had projects that sucked ass but you name me a movie or a TV show and it had to deal with multiverse. 9 out of those 10 times, it was awesome. Loki was great. Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness was great. Could have been better. We had such high expectations for it, but it landed. It stuck the superhero landing.
Yep.
Um, Deadpool Wolverine,
Yep.
stuck the landing. Um, I'm I'm trying to think. Spider-Man,
Yep.
um, uh, fantastic. Um, and I can't. Ant-Man. Ant-Man was okay, but again, Kang should not have gotten his ass kicked by Ant-Man. There should have been either Ant-Man should have just lost in that film, or they should not have made the film, or like I don't know. But but no, no, that goes back. That goes back to what we were saying. Why is Thor getting his ass kicked all the time?
Mhm.
Like when Scott is talking to Kang, he's like, "I'm an Avenger. All the other Avengers are coming," and then Kang's like, "You're an Avenger. Have I killed you before? You're not the one with the hammer, are you?" Like, again, it's always Thor plucking people up. But anyways, um, but yeah, um, I quickly thinking I can't think of um things, but like non-MCU or non-multiverse MCU projects that have sucked ass.
Mhm.
Eternals is garbage, but like the first, I hate the Eternals. What is it? Secret Invasion?
Yeah, that was awful.
Yep, horrible. Um, I don't, I, I didn't watch it, but I don't know how well like the Marvels did. I don't know.
Uh, could have been a lot better.
Average. I'll say
Yeah.
average. I'll say average. Just because I haven't seen it. I don't remember here being trash, but I didn't hear anyone glowing all about it. So
Yeah.
it's just, and then just, but the superhero fatigue. Just pumping out all of these shows and all these movies at the same time. It's like you literally, quite literally, was losing our our focus. We had other stuff to deal with, but I digress. I'm going off tangent here. But yeah.
Yeah, that's really, well, it's just an interesting thing with that and just wondering how it would be in Dragon Ball. But that's really it, Mitch. This is a short and sweet one. Do you have anything else you want to add?
Oh, nothing at the moment. Nothing that I can think of.
Yeah, sure. With that being said, again, short and sweet. We'll be back next month. Thank you all for listening to the L7C podcast. Make sure you like, rate, comment, subscribe wherever you listen to. We'll keep up with all the news when Xenoverse, Sparking Zero, and all that. With that being said, L7C signing out. Thank you for listening to this episode of the L7C podcast. Be sure to like, rate, review, and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on all social media platforms, and we'll be talking to you guys soon. Take care.